Hello, I'm Jessica Boyer with your SCV News Break for Monday, June 13th. The United States government is on the hook for the cost of cleaning the 1,000-acre Whitaker Bermite site in the center of Santa Clarita. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals ruled Monday that Whitaker can file a claim to recover the costs of cleaning the property, which Whitaker and its predecessor, Bermite Powder Company, polluted when they produced dynamite and rocket engines for the military from the 1930s to 1986. The Castaic Lake Water Agency has been cleaning the contaminated groundwater for several years and billing Whitaker and its insurance company. Monday's ruling will allow Whitaker to get a government refund. Locals continue to mourn the loss of 49 individuals who were brutally killed early Sunday morning in a nightclub in Orlando. On Sunday evening, crowds gathered at Central Park for a candlelight vigil in honor of the victims.
What we have to do is to love, and that's the best we can do. And I had fear that I would lose my hope in humanity today, but to see you all here reminds me that it's not gone and that we are fighting this, and no matter how hard it gets, the sun rises every day, and that's the light in our life, and we have to hold on to that, because loving each other and spreading love everywhere is the best we can do, and it's all we can do.
The 49 who were killed were identified in the past 24 hours. 9 more have succumbed to their injuries. The hospital that has treated the victims announced via Twitter on Monday morning that 29 patients remain hospitalized. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, cyclists remember the victim of a fatal hit and run. Plus, numerous babies arrived in the NICU each year and were celebrated Saturday. Stay tuned.
If we're going to say no to lupus, we need to know lupus.
Lupus almost took my life.
No.
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 No. No lupus. No lupus.
Because there is something we can do.
Each of us.
All of us.
There is hope. We just have to get involved. I haven't given up.
I challenge you to know lupus.
Go to lupus.org/no. There is hope.
Welcome back, I'm Jessica Boyer. Cyclists filled the roads and trails Saturday morning, but it wasn't just a typical weekend ride. They were out in support of Rod Bennett, the victim of a fatal hit and run. Here's more.
The CBS Cycling Club of Santa Clarita organized a Ride for Silence in honor of Rod Bennett, who was killed by a car 3 weeks ago on Placerita Canyon Road. There were over 100 people of all skill levels who gathered at Placerita Junior High, eagerly waiting to pay tribute to their fellow cyclists.
If you ride consistently and safely, you will have a successful ride, we hope. We hope. That is part of the problem of what happened to Rod Bennett, was that he was riding a good, consistent ride, relaxing at the end of his workday. And he suffered the consequences of someone else's behavior. The more consistent you can be, the more you reach expectations of what others around hope for you, you will more likely have a good, safe ride.
The large group rode silently and swiftly through Santa Clarita until eventually accumulating at City Hall, where there was a moment of silence.
And Rod Bennett is unfortunately a horrible example of a hit and run, but it's not just him. It happens all the time. It happens in multiple places with pedestrians, with cyclists, with other cars who've been hit, and someone just runs away. And that's an indicator of human indecency that needs to stop. You know, the simplicity is, if you hit someone, stop the car.
For SCV TV, Antonio Curiel.
Henry Mayo brought nurses and families together in a NICU reunion on Saturday. Check it out. Henry Mayo Newhall Hospital celebrated the lives of hundreds who have walked through the neonatal intensive care unit over the past 4 years. The celebration was held this past Saturday in Stevenson Ranch. Attendees enjoyed food as well as face painting and temporary tattoos, graduation certificates, a drum circle, and playtime. Sherry Zamudio is the NICU clinical coordinator and says the reunion event has grown significantly over the years.
So our NICU's been open for 4 years now.
And we had our first NICU reunion May 2nd, 2013. So it was almost a year to the date that we opened. And only 60 people were there. And we thought that was huge at the time. We thought this is a big event. And today, 4 years in, we had about 600 people RSVP.
Families were recognized at the event, and some shared stories about their experience in the NICU.
I had the utmost support and encouragement because at Henry Mayo they care for the whole family. In caring for the whole family, they know they are giving the little ones the best chance to. Some of the staff sent me pictures and updates of my daughter when her daddy couldn't while I was in the hospital. I honestly don't think I could have made it through those days without the pictures and the updates. I couldn't be there, but the NICU staff, her aunties and uncles, were.
Zamudio says one of the best parts of this year's event is how much the children have grown.
Our babies or the graduates here that we're celebrating are anywhere from a newborn to a 4-year-old. It's just so incredible how they just live these amazing lives outside the NICU.
Now, turning to weather, Monday's temperatures were in the high 70s during the day, but expect that to drop down to 55 in the evening. Tuesday through Thursday, temperatures will hover in the low 80s. However, Wednesday will be a bit breezy all day and night. Friday, things start to heat up as temperatures reach a high of 87. That's all for your SCV News Break. For more local news, you can log on to hometownstation.com or scvnews.com. Thanks for watching. I'm Jessica Boyer.